keep the joy of loving God in your heart, and share this joy with all you meet, especially your family. I once picked up a woman from a garbage dump, and she was burning with fever. She was in her last days, and her only lament was, "My son did this to me." I begged her, "You must forgive your son." In a moment of madness, when he was not himself, he did a thing he regrets. Be a mother to him, forgive him. It took me a long time to make her say, "I forgive my son." Just before she died in my arms, she was able to say that with a real forgiveness. She was not concerned that she was dying. The breaking of the heart was that her son did not want her. This is something new, and I can understand. When once a chairman of a multinational company came to see me to offer me a property in Bombay, he first asked Mother, "How do you manage your budget?" I asked him who had sent him here. He replied, "I felt energy inside me." I said, "Other people like you come to see me and say the same." It was clear God sent you, Mr. A, as he sends Mr. X, Miss Z, and they provide the material means we need for our work. The grace of God is what moved you. You are my budget. God sees to our needs, as Jesus promised. I accepted the property he gave, and named it the gift of hope. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. Like Jesus, we belong to the world, living not for ourselves, but for others. The joy of the Lord is our strength. There is only one God, and He is God to all. Therefore it is important that everyone is seen as equal before God. I've always said we should help a Hindu become a better Hindu, a Muslim become a better Muslim, a Catholic become a better Catholic. We believe our work should be our example to people. We have among us 475 souls, and 30 families are Catholics, and the rest are all Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, all different religions. But they all come to our prayers. There are so many religions, and each one has its different ways of following God. I follow Christ. Jesus is my God. Jesus is my spouse. Jesus is my life. Jesus is my only love. Jesus is my all in all. Jesus is my everything. Make us worthy, Lord, to serve those people throughout the world who live and die in poverty and hunger. Give them through our hands this day their daily bread, and by our understanding love, give them peace and joy. I heard the call to give up all and follow Christ into the slums to serve Him among the poorest of the poor. It was an order. I was to leave the convent and help the poor while living among them. When a poor person dies of hunger, it has not happened because God did not take care of him or her. It has happened because neither you nor I wanted to give that person what he or she needed. You and I, we are the church. We have to share with our people. Suffering today is because people are hoarding, not giving, not sharing. Jesus made it very clear. Whatever you do to the least of my brethren, you do it to me. Give a glass of water, you give it to me. Receive a little child, you receive me. Everybody today seems to be in such a terrible rush, anxious for greater developments, and greater riches, and so on, so that children have very little time for their parents. Parents have very little time for each other, and in the home begins the disruption of peace of the world. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive.